Hello, welcome to week 7 match. We have the Latino Latios who's on Psychic, and we have the Miraidon the Lightning on Electric. The Miraidon the Lightning sitting at 2-4 after losing a close battle to Rock type team Dancing the Moonlight. This is pretty much it. This is a must-win game for her. If she probably, out of the next 3, she needs to win at the very least 2 of them to have any shot. She may need to win all 3 to be in. This is do or die for her, I'd say. And for Tina Latios, starting off with a strong 3-0, has stumbled midway through the season. It's now sitting at 3-3. The psychic type, the frailty of the psychic type has really started to catch up with Latino Latios is here. And now the first thing I realized is that the Espathra is actually being brought. Not a mon we see often, but I actually really quite like this bring this week. We're on the Lightning. You know, electric types are fast. They usually have several ways to speed control, with like Thunder Wave and like Electro Shot or whatever it's called. Not Electro Shot, but like the one that decrease it. It's like a icy wind for electric. So like having a way to outspeed stuff even after stuff like that. You know, the Raichu double speed electric terrain. Like this Espathra a lot. This Raichu is gonna be. The terrains are going to be very important here. It's going to... How terrain works, it's kind of like weather, where like if you both send out a terrain side at the same time, the slower terrain is the one that prevails. So that's more than likely going to be the Indeedee. And the terrain is just so big here. Not just stopping Psychic Terrain for like expanding force, just for the pure fact of just like getting a mon that's just faster and everything. It's a Alolan Raichu. And also like if it enables Fake Out again, which is like pretty huge. Alolan Raichu gets Fake Out. So yeah, I think this is going to be a match of controlling terrain and speed. I would want to leading Indeedee is like fairly safe here because it's slower, so you can get the Psychic Terrain up fast. So like, you don't have to worry about Tapu Koko shenanigans, at least for one turn. And then the other one, you can really do whatever you want. Just like whatever you think is best, most likely. And I wouldn't be surprised if I see like a Tapu Koko. And like, I don't know, like Electivire to start getting like some speed increases or something like that. Or just like whatever a bulky mon is that can hit the onslaught. Let's see what actually happens here. Okay, so here's what I was talking about earlier, where the terrain kicks in here. So since the Indeedee is slower, the psychic terrain comes in through instead of the electric terrain. Let's see, Latios also hasn't been brought much this season, despite that being the mascot of the team. But it also makes a lot of sense here because you know a lot of electric type, electric type attacks, Latios does a pretty good job of eating that up. So when I'm looking at this, is that Miraidon Lightning has speed control for sure here. Like this is a pretty surefire speed control. Dazzling Gleam can ignore Follow Me, which is pretty nice. You can do reasonable damage to both mons. You can also start trying to do the discharge shenanigans to start really getting that speed up to get the Electivire faster than the Latios. That also will do some chip to both mons and ignore Follow Me. So like I wouldn't be surprised if I see like a discharge knockoff or like Dazzling Gleam knockoff, something like that. Now, this Latios is in an awkward spot, I would say here. I would think that you would have to expect it to live a Dazzling Gleam. Tapu Koko isn't that like offensively strong, surprisingly, especially without the terrain. So like, I wouldn't mind like trying to just go for like a Draco Meteor here. Just try to get this Electivire out here. Just something like that just to get like a Mon out of here. is my thing. You can't really switch here. Your team is a bit too frail to do that. And this DD probably, I wouldn't follow me here, truthfully. I don't think it does enough. Like, he'd like Helping Hand, or like even Expanding Force. Expanding Force isn't a bad call either. Okay, we're gonna start to getting the speed increases early, which I can respect here. Oh my gosh, the Paralyze. We get the full, and the Soul Dew. Oh my gosh, you got Soul Dew. Now this Latios is a lot weaker. Versus, oh my gosh, the discharge para into full para turn 1. What an absolute disaster. And now this like Tapu Koko just like has like, I'm not Tapu Koko, this Electivire has speed control for like however long it like really wants at this point. So that's like quite a disaster of a turn 1. Like a Draco Meteor would like certainly KO here. So like, So what do you do turn 2 here? That is the question I'm trying to figure out, because you can't discharge again because the Latios just does not die to the discharge. And so like you can like Dazzling Gleam, but I wouldn't be surprised if this thing is like Scarfed or something, just to like try to like get the Tapu Koko. That's like a common thing to just take advantage of. So I wouldn't be surprised with that, but like the Expanding Force, now Electivire doesn't really get spread moves, so like it's not much you can really do about it. Like you got to choose the KO one. I mean, I also don't want this Tapu Koko to feint, which is like another issue here. So like, I wouldn't mind just like knock off a DD maybe, and like switch, or like if you can, like if you do have like Volt Switch, you can do that, you know, something of that caliber, because I think the terrain, getting rid of this psychic, having control over psychic terrain is a bit too important. And for this Latios, I think you just like try to just like Draco something, get a KO on the Electivire. I think it's really the only thing you can do with it. And the D&D just probably just click Expanding Force again, is what I would say. Oh, I forgot about, oh, he gets Leftovers chip. Now the Expanding Force actually probably won't kill the Electivire. So that changes things. So like now you can go after the Latios more safely. Another discharge. And a crit on the DD. Oh my goodness. And the knockoff gets the KO. Wait, am I silly? Am I forgetting? Let's see. Oh, it was the Latios to try to Helping Hand. I'm so used to in DD with the Helping Hand. The Helping Hand's like not, I actually kind of like the Helping Hand idea. I didn't know he got that because one, it's kind of hard to like play around, and like two, you're paralyzed, so like a decent chance that you get knocked out beforehand. But man, what an absolute disaster of an opening from Gino Latios with like, I would even argue it's his fault. He just got hecka scammed. Let's see. I would just like, I can see like a double attack here. The discharge has been doing 11% both times. No, it's done 9 and 11, which is like kind of annoying here actually. So like, I wouldn't mind start pivoting with this Tapu Koko, because if once you get rid of this psychic terrain, like this team's like power is just kind of gutted for the rest of the game. So like, you can like even do like a Alolan Raichu, honestly. That's not like a terrible idea. I mean, that's kind of like, that kind of sounds like a sack, to be honest. But like, if like it tries to, it's actually going to try to psychic move the, if it's going to attack anything, it's going to try to psychic move the Tapu Koko. So like, it would actually probably eat the psychic tech move not too terribly. And you can actually fake it the Latios because it's in the air. Get Protect. Is this the... Oh, and the discharge does get the roll. And man, this Espathra is just not going to be fast enough to just do anything, even after the speed boost. And like, this mon's so frail that I wouldn't be surprised if it dies to a knockoff. And judging by how this Espathra, I mean this Tapu Koko is playing, like I wouldn't be surprised. Like this looks like a Choice Scarf to me. So like this is just, you have a Deoxys attack and a speed boost as a Espathra, and you're somehow probably the slowest mon in the field, which is absolutely ridiculous. So like I would want to see something like some sort of Discharge knock off of some sort. Discharge can break the Deoxys attack's Focus Sash, and then you can knock off something else. Or you can, I also wouldn't mind like just something on the, you can also again switch to Tapu Koko. That's like not, I don't hate that either, truthfully. Just so you can get like the Electric Train up and you can get like the Alolan Raichu speed stuff up. But the Psychic Terrain only lasts for like a couple more turns probably. I mean 2 to 5 more turns. It depends on other stuff, but like the Raging Bolt can like start thunderclapping. But yeah, it's either just like Discharge, knock off, or just like switch the Tapu Koko and like maybe like Protect or something. And like I don't really know what you're supposed to do. You gotta like make a call out. You gotta get a Protect right, I'd say. It's your only hope. Okay. We do have the and there's the Discharge. This is still gonna do decent damage to the Espathra. 29. Okay, I thought it would do a bit more. Lumina Crash. Okay, that did pretty decent damage. And that I will say double attacking into the Espathra was a bit safer because it did just Protect. But I do understand the philosophy of like getting Deoxys attack off the field as quickly as possible is such a threat. But I think it was a bit safer to just go for the KO here. Deoxys attack does know extreme speed, so that could be pretty huge here if we see like an extreme speed to get the Electivire. That's like, so like you would be running like Protect, Expanding Force, I don't know, Ice Beam to hit like Raging Bolt, and like I don't know, one other move, and like in extreme speed. So like that's kind of like tough to fit in, especially when you're this mon. But maybe he did decide to bring it. Oh my gosh, he goes for the double Protect. And he actually gets it because he's a cheater and a scammer. Because he cheats on everything. Oh, he gets the full... Okay. I can't really say that because, one, this is the second full para that Found has got. And two, Found did full para the Deoxys like turn 1. Okay, we do get to see if the Psychic Terrain ends. The Psychic Terrain does end. So now this Deoxys attack is in like a god-awful spot. Because you can just bring the Raging Bolt here and start massing Thunderclap, and like this, worst thing does, like you can like, I don't mind still spamming Discharge here. It's gonna do so little to Raging Bolt that I think it's just like kind of worth it. Okay, we have the Manectric coming in here. I don't think Manectric naturally outspeeds Deoxys attack. I don't think it outspeeds any of these mons actually. So I'm very much wondering what is the plan with this mon, because it's not that bulky either. It's like kind of... Okay. Okay, this looks like we're just getting ready to reset Electric Terrain, which I actually am a fan of. Okay, this is it. This is something I can get beyond. Oh, and the Deoxys attack is not fully invested into speed, and the Manectric is, with the Snarl just OHKOing. I mean, not OHKOing. Getting rid of the Deoxys attack. That's huge. Lumina Crash is going to do decent damage and half its special defense. So so now we have the Alakazam. Okay. Gotta think of Mega Alakazam here. This Manectric is in a kind of an awkward spot because it's half its special defense, but how much do you really need it to win this game? I don't think you really need it that much, so like I don't mind it getting targeted down. I don't want to really pivot with this thing. I think you just gotta like start keeping with the game plan of like try to Thunderbolt the Espathra and try to like just make this like I don't know, like a 3v2 or like a 4v2. And then you can get speed control for the rest of the game on like the Iron Boulder. I think that makes sense to me. Oh, Quark Drive. Everything just gets Quark Drive. I mean, it doesn't really matter because you're not booster energy. Then you just don't run booster energy. So like, that's not the biggest deal in the world. Because you can't like double up. But like something like that. I think you double attack. And I don't know. I think you just have to make a call about protecting or not. Or like... Well, no, the Manetric is still faster. Wait, I think Manetric is faster than Mega Alakazam, I'd say. And this Manetric is probably just, like, max speed. Because it was enough to outspeed Deoxys' attack. So, I think it may just outspeed it, which is, like, pretty huge. And, like, then it has to, like, protect and do shenanigans. Like, and if the Alakazam is faster, then it's, like, it has to attack to, like, KO this thing. And then it, like, gets hit by, like, a Thunderbolt or something. To mess with the, and it's gonna hit the Alakazam pretty hard because of how frail it is. Intimidating backward is pretty funny. Okay, we gotta protect here. We have 2 protects. I think I guess we're scouting here, but like I don't like that truthfully because you're giving the Espathra a free chance to get like full para and die. And the Espathra is already faster. It's faster than all these other. I mean, I guess if you get it like super fast enough, you can like maybe get the fake out stuff. But like now you're in like you can like Snarl Hydro Pump or something like that. Snarl Thunderbolt or something. Like get ready to kill KO that way. It's like something that Balon can do, and that since there's no electric terrain and Rotom Wash has good defenses, like it probably like lives that and probably can get a KO or good damage at least one of these mons. Expanding Force just get that is subs. We got the Dark Pulse on the Alakazam, which is good damage, but still not enough. Okay. I don't remember if Snarl is what's it called? A sound-based move or not? But if it is, that would be like pretty huge. I think this is a good time to get the Tapu Koko back out here. You can like Tapu Koko and like start Dazzling Gleam here. That's like one thing you can do. And get the Electric Terrain back up. And then like the Spathra substitute would have to go down. Well, I guess not. Well, I don't think the Spathra could... I don't know if the Espathra can KO the Tapu Koko, actually. Let's see. Did it ever Lumina crash? The Gimme Ghoul at this point? I don't think so. But I think it will survive a Lumina crash. So, like, you can do something like that. Okay, we got the Tapu Koko, get the Electric Terrain back up. Will help the, or Alolan Raichu later. Got Protect. That's like Dazzling Gleam to pop the sub. Oh my, this thing gets Roost? I mean, I guess that makes sense. Okay. Got another Protect. The Dazzling Gleam will be enough to KO out Mega Alakazam. I'm gonna have to imagine. So this looks like a Dazzling Gleam Thunderbolt. I think that's like the only play here, and like I don't see how Ryan really defends that. Like unless you want to keep on protecting for the rest of the game and just stall so much. Like, oh boy, yeah, this is just a tough spot. And now we know your entire moveset, so like the only attack is Lumina Crash, so like you know like it requires like multiple moves to get this thing to be a threat. Double Protect fails this time. Crit probably, I don't highly doubt that. And there's another full para, and the Dark Pulse does get the KO, and Iron Bolt is a powerful mon, but I don't think it's powerful enough to win a 4v2. I mean 4v1, I mean. Yeah, this game looks pretty over. You got a bunch of guaranteed damage. Yeah, this looks like it's booster energy. Oh no, I'm not boosting. I don't know what this is, but like this is gonna have to put in a lot of work. And the Foul Play does KO, using its attack set against him. And that's gonna do it. And That was a that was a that was a very fortunate game for Miraidon the Lightning. But I think they generally played it pretty well. They had a pretty good game plan of just like that a lot of people have been doing, which is just be as fast as humanly possible. And, you know, there was some scamming involved with the full power turn one. That is incredibly unfortunate. But that's how this game works sometimes. But GG's to them. They're going to claw back to 3 and 4. And the Latino Latios falling to 3 and 4 as well. That's rough. But that's going to do it for me. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.